Yo, what is up, guys? We're back here. This time we're doing the Misfortune deck primer. Uh, you good?
Keep going, keep going.
uh, so we made some bold claims about her being the best deck. So here is our take on her and why we actually think she is the best deck, along with just giving a bunch of useful information that you need to know about her if you're trying to play competitively, if you want to play her, or if you just want to have fun. Uh,
Fun wouldn't be the word I'd use, but it's fine. It's fine.
so she's like
This
an
is a lead Leona. This is a lead misfortune lover and the lead misfortune hater directing a video on why
yeah,
she's so
exactly.
broken.
So, she's a aggro ramp playstyle. She has the strongest units in the game. Period. End of conversation. Her units are very, very sticky, like Dead Bloom, all of this. Very, just like every single orange deck in the game. The Conquer Pressure is insane. Dead Bloom's a crazy card. You have options for things like Confront. You have Avena. All these crazy cards that just say, hey, this battlefield's mine. In the same vein, you have insane Hold Pressure, where it's like, hey, I have 30 might at this battlefield. Get over it. I have things like Bullet Time to just remove all your attackers. I have Fight or Flight. I have all these whatchamacallem, purple spells that just say, hey, move back your units or protect my units. Surprisingly, there's not a lot of counterplay for Aurora decks. This is mainly because there's just one set out, and so there's not a lot of color. It's mainly just yellow that has counterplay for Aurora decks, which then again is something that they need to fix set 2, hopefully. And
Or just remove Aurora,
or just what?
Or just remove Aurora. Or just remove
Oh,
Aurora.
just remove Aurora, yeah. And lastly, the side deck is absolutely filled with options. Like we're gonna get into with the color combination, just purple and whatchamacallit, orange are two very versatile colors. They just give you a bunch of options, and there's just so much decided for the meta. You got anything to say?
Yeah. So as the lead Leona hater, misfortune hater. I love Leona. Misfortune hater. This deck's play style is so strong because you actually can never just sit there. You never have a free turn, especially once they put up dazzling. What am I talking about? Once they put up dazzling, and even before that, sometimes you never have like just a free turn where your units are safe and you're secure and nothing's bad's gonna happen to you because something bad's gonna happen to you. Even if they don't have dazzling, they have their champion which can ready the units. We'll get into that later, but she has so much ways to attack you that it's really difficult to keep any advantage you have.
Yeah. Alright, so color combination. We have orange and purple, obviously. Orange, very versatile. It's honestly the highest power color, I would say, in the game, with like the best units, like we see with Set, we see with Aurora units. It has a lot of options against all the meta decks, like Unyielding Spirit, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of like buff cards. You have like this, that, and the third. Like we can go on and on. You have Confront. You can go on and on about how versatile Orange is. Most importantly, it provides Ramp and Aurora, which Aurora is just the best card in the game, like, period.
Yeah.
And it's just, I feel like people really haven't taken advantage of how powerful Aurora is, and it's going to shock everybody when Aurora starts absolutely going crazy. Purple. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No. Finish the whole thing. And I'll talk.
Purple is the best, honestly, in my opinion, the best side color for orange. It gives you a lot of options with a bunch of removal, with a bunch of move things, with a bunch of protection. It makes your defense infinitely better, although your defense is already bonkers. And most importantly, it is the most consistent color in the game. There's stack deck, there's inverted timelines, there's all the gears. You are going to see the pieces of your deck, period.
Yeah. I think these two colors together are just the best colors for what she's trying to do. Orange is such a scary color in terms of it's just really powerful, menacing units. Those units are strong. They have high might. She can increase them. And they have Aurora. We're gonna get into that card later. I don't understand. I don't understand like the logic behind calling that card anywhere near weak. And card's insane. And purple's like it has good hand control for yourself and for your opponent. And if you ever actually need the defense, it has it in tropes. It's oh my god.
Yeah.
These two colors come together to just make a deck that is super hard to attack, but even better at attacking you consistently.
And it's like the side options for literally anything in the meta is just it's crazy with these two colors. So the legend, obviously it's Misfortune. She's the GOAT. I hate her, but I love her. I love playing her, hate playing against her. She has a very basic legend effect, which is just just give a unit ganking. It sounds okay, but ganking is really good. It's really good, and especially for Aurora decks, because a lot of what you have to do, unfortunately, is play units at your base. And the reason why you want to do this is you can just swing out other battlefields, especially when your opponent is at these higher points, at 5 or 6 points. It's really crucial that you are able to take these battlefields in a timely manner, and just being able to say, hey, this battlefield I'm going to take over, I'm going to make it just a giant iron wall, you're not touching it, and every turn I can just move one of those units, one of those ginormous units, to anywhere else. That's why I say it gives you free battlefields. If there's ever an empty battlefield, completely free. A lot of the times your opponent won't have too much power on one of the battlefields, and you can just gank it over, and it's so good.
Yeah, it makes the matchup really difficult because honestly, like, what are you supposed to do when like they're already taking over a bunch of your resources, and if you try to just get a couple points here and there by investing a little bit, they can just gank over and get the points anyway. And one of the big aspects of Aurora decks that this leader gets over is that they're stuck. Like, you take a big unit, and just like any unit without ganking, it's stuck there kind of. It has to move back and then attack. And with an Aurora deck, that's a lot of time and effort that you have to do when you're playing that. Or you have to use Aurora to play him to base and then attack later. And if your opponent can tell what you're gonna do, and it's not, and like they already know a turn in advance, that gives them a lot of time to plan something against it. That's way too slow. She just gives them ganking, which makes the matchup infinitely harder. Yeah.
Okay, the champion. This is honestly one of, if not my favorite cards in the game. I love this Misfortune. She's a very high skill ceiling. It's like, hey, just being able to accelerate her, she has ganking, and just surprisingly just unresting anything is really, really, really powerful, and it makes some wicked crazy plays. She gives you free runes because you can literally float a rune, swing with her, and then restand the rune. What? She gives free accelerate. You could play a unit like a Mind Splitter, rip a card out of your hand, swing Misfortune, restand the Mind Splitter, and then swing with the Mind Splitter. She just has so many options, and her giving accelerate is so good.
Yeah, this card, I mean, I think you pretty much said it all, but this card is it's a really great champion unit. And the fact that it's like some decks like lean so heavily into their champion unit that once you remove it, it's kind of crazy. The fact that this deck can play without it, but it's so much better with it, I think that's another crazy aspect of this champion, where it's just another resource that you always have for whenever you need it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you're not really using her that much. A lot of the times, although she is very, very powerful, you don't really need her that much. The main times that I would say you use her is when you don't have Aurora. In the sticky situations where somehow you low rolled, because you should play 27,000 because you should be seeing Aurora, period. But if you somehow, luck's not in your favor, you play her down, she gives your units basically accelerate for free. She also is an accelerated unit herself, and yeah, she's so good.
Yeah, super great card.
Unfortunately, can't abuse her. I love this card so much. I love this card. Okay, the battlefields. These are pretty standard Aurora battlefields. Nothing really much to say here. you want to do one of three things. You want to ramp, discourage free points, and slow the game down, and that's what all of these are trying to do. Obelisk Power ramps you. It helps you get to your Aurora quicker, especially if you don't see Catalyst. Climb, everyone knows it makes the game one turn longer. It's amazing. Valmaz, also very good because you don't really care if units can't move from base because you're keeping them at the battlefield or ganking them anyways. And it really hurts decks like Kaisa or Master Yi who want to protect some of their units. And then finally, Signal the Storm. I think this is the weakest one out of all of these. I don't think it's horrible, but it's just you're trying to discourage aggro, I guess. But it's kind of mid at doing that. I prefer Valmaul because they have to make this conscious decision that's saying, yeah, this unit's dead. This unit's stuck here and he's dead. There's no going back. And just them thinking about that makes them play differently, which literally just makes them make misplays.
Yeah, especially like, okay, so like units like Darius. Darius is an incredibly strong unit. Darius is probably the only option Kaisa really has against his deck to get like super high might
And
totals. And what?
Watcher.
Oh yeah, Darius and Watcher. But like Darius throughout the game, Watcher's obviously an endgame piece. But yeah, Darius and Darius is a card that Kaiser players have been using for centuries at this point. What feels like as soon as the game came out, Kaiser players were using that card to just move around a lot, use your spells, remove the units, throw the Darius somewhere. Darius is stuck. They get one Darius. They get their they play Darius. That Darius is being used once if it goes to this battlefield, and that really weakens the card. And a bunch of other cards too that are just stuck in the battlefield now, and they can't keep hitting your units.
Mm-hmm. I think all these are great. I just feel like personally Signal is just kind of the worst because like yeah, you make them go back one, but like boohoo, like it's just one. It's not really doing too much. I just feel like in cases like against Kaisa, Valmaz, Lair is just better.
And I've seen like on battlefields, I've seen a bit of like talk about like consistency battlefields for this deck. I think consistency battlefields are simply just bad in the deck, and not because they don't help the deck out. Obviously, consistency helps out the deck, but they help out your opponent way more than they help you out. You want to play battlefields that obviously benefit you, and a lot of the battlefields they're like trying to be like, oh yeah, me and my opponent get some sort of benefit, and most of the time that just means your opponent gets a benefit because you start the game a lot later, so you're just not going to see the benefits of that card as much.
Yeah, I agree. Core cards. Okay, first up we have the best card in the game, Dazzling Aurora. So contrary to what people think, it's actually not a slow card. I don't know where people got this narrative that it's a slow card. I actually don't, because I'm slamming this down turn 3, and by turn 3, not much has really happened. Like, let's just be so for real. Like, obviously, your opponent, they developed their board, but a board that doesn't matter to you. Period. Like, unless you're playing against Kaisa, and they see every single unit in their deck, and they slam it down, it's just not good enough. Like most of the time, unless your opponent high rolls like the nuts out of you, you're not gonna be that much slower than your opponent, especially when you catch up in terms of tempo. Where like, yeah, I'm playing 2 big units per turn, so technically my turn is 2 of your turns. Obviously, it gives you free advantage. Like you're just saying, hey, any big unit, hey, I'm gonna play this 12 cost for free. I'm gonna play this 9 cost for free. I'm gonna play this 7 cost for free. And it's just over and over and over and over. And when your turn becomes 2 of your opponent's turns, it's kind of just, hey, those 3 turns that I missed up are gonna be made up in literally less than 2.
Yeah. I think Aurora, like, I don't. I'd love to compare. I like to like compare cards. To just try to show their power. If you've ever heard of the Cascade effect in Magic, right? Basically, it let you like play cards for free that cost less, right? First of all, Aurora is like that on steroids, and realize that Cascade is such a broken mechanic that they basically have to nerf all the Cascade cards all the time. They can't keep that effect in the game. Dazzling Aurora is Cascade with no restriction every turn.
Yeah,
it is a free card every turn, and once you there's no restriction on how many of these you can have on the board.
Yeah, They
Now
stack.
imagine having 2 or 3 of these. Like, you're getting what, 2 or 3 turns worth of units, because these units usually take a full turn to play. That's their like big downside. But you're getting 2 of them per turn,
Not to
and you
mention,
don't have to.
I feel like Riftbound. Oh my bad. The creators of Riftbound really made these big units really powerful, which they should be. But I feel like some of them are a little too powerful for what they do, and just being able to slam down, like even without Aurora, I've won so many games without Aurora just because of how broken these big units are. Like for example, Dead Blue. What is that card? Like, actually, I get it costs 8, but it should at least be more. Like that card, it takes a full turn. I mean, that's basically what you're gonna do in a turn, anyways. Like that card is in being able to play 2 of them per turn. It's just too much. It's too much.
I think a lot of the like I think like they played the big units, and like a small issue is that the big units are also value generating monsters. Like they are value generating monsters. Deflect, play for free at a battlefield, 8 might. 8 might is already scary enough.
Yeah, you have to deal with the
8 might
deflect.
is
Look at your opponent's hand, rip a card. What?
like, and having 7 might on the might is the actual most important resource in the game. If you have a lot of might, how does your opponent effectively get over that without spending a bunch of cards in their hand? Might gets rid of cards, might gets rid of units, might get rid of all the other tempo in the game. Having a lot of might is what actually will is what's going to keep your opponent off tempo, and that's what this deck tries to do. Just a bunch of might. And down Aurora, it just gives you all of it for free, and it's so much value. And then you have to play around cards that aren't even in their hand, and it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then like you just next up, this is the backbone of this card is. Oh my god, I don't know what they're thinking. I actually don't know what they're thinking when they printed this card. Free hand knowledge. I think people really underestimate how powerful hand knowledge is. Cards like Sabotage are good because they're hand knowledge. Now imagine Sabotage for free. That rips any card. And it's not even like, hey, I'm gonna shuffle it back into your deck. No, bottom deck. No, not bottom deck. Send it to grave. This card is so broken, and this card makes Aurora the best deck because you're playing against any deck that has any thought of counterplay for Aurora, and this just removes it. Unless you specifically draw 2 to 3 of that counterplay card, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah. It's what keeps, like, I played against a lot of Aurora decks because I actually think that those decks are the scariest thing ever. So I play against a lot of them to try to like learn the matchups. And every time I've played against Misfortune, this card is the card that's like, oh my god, this is why the Misfortune matchup is so crazy. Because Volibear, it's not. I'm not losing to Volibear most of the time. I'm not losing to Master Yi most of the time. So I try to figure out why am I beating these decks. It's because I can keep my cards in my hand, and then I can just get over their units if I have like cards that are good at killing their units.
It's
but
also
when you can't do that.
It's this card, another card we'll get into, but it's also just being able to look at your opponent's hand, saying, and mapping out their turn for them, being able to say, okay, more than, especially in, this is what separates like the good players from like the great players, being able to look at your opponent's hand, know everything in the meta, and say, okay, in this certain scenario we're at, this certain card might not be Sabotage, but this certain card will counter what I'm gonna do 2 turns down the line, 3 turns down the line, so I need to remove that card now, that way he doesn't have it. And just being able to look at your opponent's hand, formulate what they're gonna do for that turn, and completely shatter what they're gonna do for that turn, not only like puts your opponent in such a bad position, but if your opponent isn't as experienced with the deck, isn't as knowledgeable in the game, doesn't really know the matchup, they're just gonna crumble. Like being able to say, hey, this was gonna be your play, this is the best play, this is your best card in your hand, you don't have it anymore, now try to play the turn without it, is super strong. Super strong.
Yeah.
Too strong.
Mine's good. It's insane.
It's like Sabotage, but infinitely better. Like Sabotage, I think it's a good card, but Mind Splitter's infinitely better in literally every way, shape, especially when you play this card for free.
Yeah, and not just for free, it's basically searchable. Like if you have Mind Splitter in your deck, depending on the amount that you have, comparatively to your unused, blah blah blah, you can do the math. It's effectively a searchable card. And we're gonna get into what makes the card even more busted, which is the rest of the deck.
Yeah. So
yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. This is also the thing that keeps it so high. Bullet time. Bullet time also separates good players from great players. It is a very punishing card, but it's also arguably as good as Mind Splitter. Like very, very, very close. Bullet time, I can't really say when it's exactly proper to bullet time, but whenever you do it properly, it insta wins the game. You either say, hey, whatever's at this battlefield is dead, right? This battlefield is mine, or your opponent tries to do their game-ending push, and then you just say no. The big downside to the card, supposedly, is you have to recycle your runes. Boo-hoo, you're playing a unit for free. Boo-hoo, I still play a big unit.
Yeah. The big downside of this card completely goes away, which makes it way easier to because in other decks, right? You have to save this card to win the game. Like, it's a game ender. It's a free game ender if you're playing Misfortune. So you play this card to win the game. But in this deck, it's much more silly because you can just play it randomly. You can just, it's in my hand, and a very opportune moment for this bullet time just came up. I'm going to just play it because I get free resources anyway. It's insane. It's insane. It's so...
To be fair, I don't think you can entirely do that because, like, if you do it too early, you use it when you shouldn't use it, you still are behind. Like, don't get me wrong, you still are behind, but you're not feeling it as much as you should be feeling it. And it's like,
yeah,
like there's been games where I bullet time too early, like maybe a turn or two too early, and I get completely punished and I lose the game. Like it is a very, very punishing card, but if this card resolves at the right moment, it instantly wins you the game. Like there's no coming back for the other decks.
Yeah. But it can't get hit by Defy, so...
It can't get hit by Defy. Watch out. I don't think you pay before they can Defy. I think you just tap the one for... I'm not 100% sure.
You pay.
You have to pay? Okay.
Okay.
Either way, it's still a broken card. Either way, it's still a broken card.
Yeah, either way, it's still broken. Especially because not much green is in the format. Like, yeah. Who's playing green?
Oh, Yi, which is like the most popular deck, but okay.
Aside from Yi. I forgot about it. I forgot about that.
Soul Gorger. So I've been seeing a lot of takes about this. And I think this card's crazy. I think this is definitely not a 3-of. This card is bricky. There have been games where I've seen Soul Gorger as the first couple units off of my Aurora, and it really feels bad. But this card is so good when you see it. Like I personally think the pros outweigh the cons of playing multiple copies of this card. So the first thing that allows you to do is just loop cards that you shouldn't be looping. Dead Bloom Predator, Mind Splitter. You're supposed to be removing these units, and when they come back, it really, really, really sucks. And most importantly, it allows you to take trades. One of the biggest issues that Aurora decks have is your opponent can willingly take bad trades for them because they know you only play a certain amount of units. Most Aurora decks are playing 8 to 10 units maximum. And most decks, like if I'm playing Kaisa, if I'm playing whatever, I'm willing to trade half of my board for 3-4 of your units because I know that's half of the units that you can possibly play out of your deck. So being able to play Soul Gorger, possibly for free, play out something from your graveyard, allows you to loop these cards and allows you to take these bad trades infinitely better.
Yeah. And it's really good because it's one of those units that like it's good off Aurora when you get it like later game, but it's also it's one of those units that it's good because one of the best aspects of this deck is, for example, Master Yi. I feel like it has an issue where like some of the Aurora cards, they're good in the deck and some are good in your hand. And other Aurora, like a bunch of Aurora decks, like there's some who's good in the deck, some are good in the hand. Soul Gorger, literally all of the like Aurora cards in this deck, they're good in the deck and in the hand. And Soul Gorger is just another one of them. I feel like he's a little bit better in the hand, and he's like from wherever he comes from, he's just a great card. Really scary when you can bring back.
Yeah, there have been games that I've lost where like I've just low rolled and it's been the only card I've seen of Aurora for the first couple turns, which it happens. It's a card game. It's luck based, but I feel like, hey, if you play enough units, if you keep in mind, hey, yeah, I might have lost this game because of it, but I've won 10 other games. I've won 15 other games because of him. That's where you really start to like weigh that in your head. At least that's what I do.
Yeah.
So here's a little sample deck list that we've constructed. It's pretty standard. I've been really considering some cards. So the first thing that we'll notice is I am playing a lot of units. I think if this is 12, this is 2, 4, 6. Yeah, this is 12 units. This is a lot for an Aurora deck. I feel like you need those 12 units. A lot of other Aurora decks just don't have good units to play off of Aurora. Enough good units to play off Aurora, unfortunately. In this, you do. You have Soul Gorger and you have the Mind Splitter, which is just 5 absolutely broken. Along with it, makes your opponent misjudge like the trades that we've said. A really good player will say, hey, Aurora decks only play 8 units. They have 3 units here. I can make this bad trade because I know this is what. Roughly 50%, right? 50% of all your units are gone, compared to my 20%, right? In reality, that's just wrong, especially with Soul Gorger. Like, you just have so many more units in your deck. I'm playing 2 Bullet Time. I wish you could play 3. It's just a little too bricky at 3. 3 Stack Deck, 3 Treasure Trove, 3 Pack of Wonders. These are your consistency. 2 Confront. These are your consistency cards. This is what makes the deck super consistent. You dig through your deck all the time. The treasure trove, the gear combos, super broken. Obviously, you have your Mobilize, your Catalyst, and your Fight or Flight. These cards ramp. Fight or Flight is just one of the greatest defensive tools in the game. And lastly but not least, we have the Dazzling Aurora. Do you have any comments about the main deck?
I think the main deck is really strong because it's very focused. I think a lot of like decks will like, okay, I'm gonna play Aurora, but I don't want to lean too heavily into the Aurora, and that's, in my opinion, a kind of weak thing to do. You should be when you're playing an Aurora deck, you have to realize that Aurora requires a slightly different type of deck building. You want the most value out of this card, you have to play big units, and that, I mean, and every time you hit a bad unit off of Aurora, the card gets just infinitely worse. And you paid 9 for it, so you really want to get your value quickly. And every turn, you're getting your value. I don't care what card you play off Aurora with this. Almost every single one of them is crazy value to get that card for free. Even Avina, the cheapest one in here, that is like one of the best attacking units in the game.
Well, no, the biggest issue is Soul Gorger, which you have a 1/6 chance, like 1 in every 6 games. Not even 1/6 chance off of Aurora to see if it's your first unit off of Aurora. It sucks. That's it. You see it any other time. You see it any other time a unit has died, which is gonna probably be likely. That card is custom. That card is crazy. It's just every card you see off of Aurora, except for specifically the first Aurora, the second Aurora unit, is broken.
Yeah, 100%.
Moving on to the sideboard, please bear in mind side decks are local specific, not really local like tournaments like the local game stores, whatever. It's just your area. I just put these in here because this is what I think might actually be popular, might actually be really good. It's just please, when you build your side deck, try not to net deck them. Please actually do the research of, okay, I live in Europe. In Europe, we play a lot more Master Yi than United States, stuff like that. So I want more cards for Master Yi than Kaisa, right? So in here,
yeah, a lot of people. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of people like really forget about sectional like
bias,
like where you're living. Yeah, like sectional like bias. Like there's a bias in different states for different decks, in different countries for different decks, especially by country. Like I played a lot of card games that are like they're in Japan and they're in US.
Yeah,
and
like
the US meta,
a
you
lot
have
of
the same cards and
yeah,
different metas.
a lot of card games that are like out in the West and East, they're played entirely different. We're like, yeah, obviously some of these decks are stronger, but like kind of like how we saw in China, we didn't really see a lot of aggro. Like we didn't really see a lot of Darius. We didn't see any set. We really didn't see any set. And here, at least that we've been seeing from like the online tournaments, a lot of set, a lot of Darius have been played. Like just two different locations. I don't know what it is. It's just how the players think. It's how the players play. But just please be mindful that players play different depending on where you're at.
Yeah.
For here, I have 3 acceptable losses, and this is just mainly for mirror matches. Aurora is a scary deck. Even if you're playing Aurora, like it is your scariest matchup. It is one of your hardest matchups. It is one of your worst matchups. So just having a response to that Aurora is really good. 3 Unyielding Spirit. This is really good against Kaisa because all their spells become useless. And then 2 Sabotage for basically really anything. It's good into Kaisa. It's good into Aurora. It's just a good card.
Yeah, completely agree. Yeah, just take this side deck with a grain of salt, but that's what you would use these cards for, to be honest. Like if you see a lot of Aurora, I 100% recommend the acceptable losses. If you see a lot of Kaisa, you get the point. Yeah, just we're gonna try to give you some cards, and like here's where you use them.
Yeah.
So you can make.
So here's some combos. So this is the gear combo that everyone knows. You pack of wonders, return another friendly gear unit or hidden, and then you treasure trove for a draw 1 and ramp. A very good combo. I'm very hesitant to tell you guys this because it's very degenerate and it's very broken. You can pack of wonders Mind Splitter. Okay, if you're ever playing against Misfortune, do not let a single Mind Splitter hit the board because they will loop Mind Splitter every turn against you. That's really what sets Misfortune apart. Like, Mind Splitter is already a broken card, but when you can loop it every turn, it becomes a little ridiculous. Every turn, I gotta look at your hand and rip it. Oh my god.
While developing a 7 might body. A 7 might body?
It's so broken because, like, let's just say you're gonna retreat it, why even retreat it? Why not just bounce it and play it? Let's just say you take a battlefield with it. Okay, you own the battlefield. You can just bounce it and play it. It's so stupid. Please, guys. I'm really hesitant to give the little sauce here, but because it's so degenerate. It's so unfun to play against. It's just so. It's not a good thing to do, but it is really what makes Misfortune so broken.
Yeah, the fact that I can return Mind Splitter. I hope you know, I play against a deck with co-host here. Playing it, co-host. Playing it here.
You're the co-host.
Shut up. My friend here playing it. And he didn't know that was there, and it was still the most annoying card I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So just think of the feelings I have for this combo, okay?
Like, not to mention, even before I read, because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't fully read this card. Like, my brain was asleep when I was reading this card. I thought for some reason it only bounced back gears. Don't question it. Like, even without it, playing this deck list, my win rate is in the 90%. My win rate is so ludicrously high that every single loss that I have is very distinctive in my mind. It's like I probably have like a 96% win rate with this deck. And Jeremiah can confirm how many times have you beaten me when I was on this deck. Like,
maybe once. I don't even think it's once.
Maybe once. Right. In against you, I've mainly just not even been playing Aurora. Like I to practice. We've been testing that. I haven't even played Aurora. Like Aurora's in my hand. I don't even play it. It's just me just playing the units. Just Mind Split. It's all Mind Splitter. It's all Mind Splitter. It's just saying, hey, whatever you're gonna do next turn, whatever response you have to my units, no.
Yeah, that card's so insane.
Yeah. So next up we have Misfortune plus like any 7 drop, any 8 drop, basically anything. This is a very, very, very powerful combo if you don't have Aurora. You play this, you play whatever unit next, you swing Misfortune, you restand or whatever. Misfortune, I love this card. This card's so good. Oh my god, Misfortune. Where do I begin?
I can't wait for the set where like we get an aggro Misfortune list.
Oh my god,
good.
yes.
Oh, so while we're here, I'm gonna take this time to say why aggro is gonna continue.
No.
Maybe later.
So so here you play your Misfortune, you play one of your really strong units like Mind Splitter and I'm pulling a blank, whatever, and you swing. It's just give anything accelerate.
It's really strong.
Here's the purple support cards, kind of like that we talked about. Gust is a very powerful card for early game. A lot of people say, hey, aggro beats us. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I actually hate when people say that. The decks that beat you are decks that actually have a response to you. If I'm playing against a Darius, and the Darius doesn't see any hidden blade, anything, he loses. Period. Yes, he can generate a lot of aggro decks, fast decks in this game. They're that good because they get that power super quickly. They just generate power so much faster than your opponent. But when you're playing a deck that every single deck in the game generates more power quickly, faster than you, why do you care?
So you generate more power than every deck.
Because the reason why, for example, Darius is really broken is because turn 2 I can play a Vayne and swing for like 7 power. Turn 3 I could swing with all this. I have all these tokens. I can play my Darius, swing for Darius is very powerful because very quickly, very explosively. Same thing with Annie. You get these crazy high might power turns where you swing and whatever. Yes, usually in games aggro beats ramp, but the issue is in this game, it's not like a normal card game. It's every deck that has a turn 1 and a turn 2 play is getting to 5 points when you slam down your Aurora. Every deck in the game. It doesn't matter how quickly you develop your might. You have a might limit that Aurora decks can easily overcome.
Yeah, 100%, I agree.
And so Gust while we're talking about this, Gust is helpful because it gives you a little more leeway by just saying, hey, I'm just going to deny this point from you. Really, really cool card. It's really good when you're trying to push into boards, when your opponent's pushing into your boards, just saying, hey, return a unit with 3. It's a cool card. Stack deck is custom. This card is in every single purple deck that will ever exist until this card gets rotated out. Look at the top 3, add 1. Awesome.
Yeah.
It's an action. It can add itself. You cycle through your deck. I mean, it's a great card. Finally is Fight or Flight. Amazing sorry. Amazing hitting card. And amazing protection. Amazing for saving your units. Amazing for stopping your opponent's pushes. It's just a broken card.
So just like small do you hide Fight or Flight often, or would you rather keep up the 2 runes?
Hide it. You're never gonna have those 2 runes up. I'm gonna be honest with you. You go second, and on curve you go 3, 1 off of Mobilize, 5, 7 off of Catalyst, and you're at 9. Or wait, 3, 4 for your first turn. So you're on 4. You start your second turn with 6, and then you go to 8 with Catalyst. You start your next turn with 10. And you always have 1 up for Gust. You always have 1 up for Bullet Time. You're never really having the second 1 up for a Fight or Flight. You're just hiding the card.
Makes sense.
So here's your siding patterns for Aurora decks. I keep on forgetting I don't know why I can't say that card's name.
Avina.
Avina. Sorry, I'm retarded. Avina is a great unit. Great. It's just not good against Aurora decks. Obviously, Gust is horrible against Aurora decks. I don't think I need to explain that one. So Gust comes out for acceptable losses, which just kills their Aurora, and it kills your whatchamacallit, your gear that says when it removes the field, you ramp 1, draw 1. And
or you could just not play a gear and it kills nothing. Fun, very fun.
Oh wait, you could do that? Really? I thought you had
Yeah.
to have a gear.
No.
Oh, that's so
If
stupid.
you don't have a gear.
That's actually so stupid. What? What? That's so stupid. Okay, anyways. And then, so 3 gust out for 3 acceptable losses, and then 2, oh my god, whatever. 2 of this bird for the sabotage. Against Kaisa, I usually get rid of my 2 confronts and my 1 treasure trove for unyielding spirits. Yes, we're losing out on a little consistency. Confront is only in the deck for consistency, by the way, guys. The fact that everything enters ready never comes up. Comes up once in every 50 games. And then just 1 treasure trove, mainly because I want to protect my units. I do care about consistency a lot, but the deck is already wicked consistent. You already have a unfathomably winning matchup against Kaisa. Just saying, hey, you're hand looping yourself. It's just great.
Yeah. I completely agree.
So here's some tech options. These are cards that I think are strong enough to main or side, and I wouldn't think you're crazy for playing. First up is Inverted Timelines. This card is crazy. My only issue with it is it costs a power. Like that's my only issue, because it slows you down or whatever. It's a cracked anti-Kaisa card. Like it is crazy. It is a sleeper against Kaisa. Like Kaisa, when you play against Kaisa, they always have like 10 cards in hand. And when you say, hey, just discard your whole hand, it really sucks. When they have their smoke screens, their falling stars, and they're just gone. They're just gone for the rest of the game.
And like a lot of what Kaisa has to do is they have to build up a hand that can counter your giant units. They need to build up a hand with a lot of removal, and then once they get up to the removal, then they can start taking down your units. And they're gonna try to take them down in like a quick fashion if they can. But yeah, no.
Yeah, there's also deck thins 4 cards, so it's basically a draw 4, because I mean, you don't need your hand. You don't really need your hand. It's basically a draw 4. It's a great card. I probably would side if Kaisa really sees play in my area. I would probably side deck this card. It's a great consistency card. It makes Soul Gorger a lot better, and it allows you to play cards like Volley Bear that just suck because you draw them and they're completely dead cards in your hand. But yeah, literally my only issue with this card is it costs a power. If it didn't cost a power, this card would be so broken.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. It's a good card.
Next up is Volley Bear. What probably one of, if not the best hold units in the game. It's a 13 tank that says, hey, whenever they go somewhere else, draw a card. Crazy. So it is so good to see off of Aurora. The only issue is you draw this card and it is dead. It sucks. This card in your hand, absolutely, like you any card in your deck is better than drawing this card. It is so bad. It is really strong with like timelines of Soul Gorger, because like, yeah, you draw it, you discard 4, you make your Kaisa opponent go -8, and then you go, okay, Soul Gorger, revive Volley Bear. Very strong combo. It's just like, if I were to play Inverted Timelines, I would be playing Volley Bear over Drake. I replaced my Volley Bear for Drake's, because it's 3 power isn't that much. 3 might, my bad, isn't really that much of a difference, and the Drake is actually playable.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Volley Bear has like some niche, like, because honestly, like, my thing with him is he's a little win more. Like, I feel like he's so much value. He's a absolute insane amount of value, but he's like so much, and you don't need it, and he's so terrible in your hand. He sucks so much.
He's really good into like mirror matches and other Aurora matches, because like, it's just more power, and it's a lot of power, even against an Aurora deck. 13 is a lot of power.
Plus tank.
Yeah,
tank is really annoying.
Yeah. So next up is Snapvine. Everyone knows this card. This card is really cool. I love this card. My only issue with it is it's kind of bad. Currently,
I love this card. It's kind of bad.
Yeah, I wish. This card is really cool. The issue is with like cards like Smokescreen. Yeah, I hate that card. Kind of just makes this card useless. Like, you pay 5, you recycle 2, and then you just get Smokescreen, and then you want to cry yourself to sleep. It is a decent unit to see off of Aurora. It's pretty cool when you can remove one of your opponent's units, but let's be for real, a Mind Splitter is better. Like, let's be for real,
Yeah.
a what's his name? Deadloom is better. A Volibear is better. It's a very strong card. It's just I don't think it's the format for the card right now.
Yeah, 100%. And it just doesn't really have enough might either. Its might is pretty weak. I understand they gave it low might kind of because it's effect, but like in a deck like this, you really want a higher might.
Yeah.
Because you can the best thing about this deck is you never get walled off. There's no such thing as a wall against this deck, and your cards are just too big, and this allows you to get walled off. And that's really sad. You don't want to see that ever.
Yeah. Rebuke is also a very strong card. Very, very, very strong side card. If Aurora decks really take off, this probably should be somewhere in your deck. The only issue that I have with it is it's 2 and 2 power, which is surprisingly super expensive. And it sucks into decks like Kaisa. It sucks into it's okay into decks like Yi, but it's mainly really good for Aurora decks. And if Aurora really takes off, this card will be really good. But it's just too much.
Yeah, too much cost for most units.
Mm-hmm.
Completely agree.
And then that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the best deck in the game.
Worst deck ever designed, bro.
It is a very bad, very poorly designed. Oh my god. Hey, every turn.
Honestly.
Yeah, every turn, hand rip you for 1. Hand rip you for 1. Come on, guys.
The whole deck's busted, okay? Slowly, I'm gonna have to hate myself as I taught the community that this deck was the worst thing to ever touch the game. And I've played 80 matches of straight misfortune. Please, I'm begging you. Just forget the deck exists, okay? I taught you the video. You have this whole video, now forget it exists, okay? It's terrible again.
Yeah. Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment anything. Just say, hey, tips on Decklist. We try our best, but then again, we aren't perfect. Let us know if we missed anything with the deck, if we missed any tag cards that are like super cool, if we missed any combos, if we missed just very good information. Yeah. I really just want to spread the best information for this game, because I feel like a lot of the information going out is just kind of steering in the wrong direction. It's not that it's wrong, it's just some of it is just misguided, and I really just want to help this amazing card game become super fun and super what's the word,
like
beginner friendly, and it's just very nice to the community, and not just people gatekeeping or people just giving misinformation for whatever reason.
Yeah, I agree. So give us as much information as possible. We want this to be like a nice community thing where like a lot of people can help make these decks better, because the best way to make a deck really strong is when 300 people lab over it for 20 hours. Like if one person labs over a deck for 20 hours, it's so much better when there's like 10 people who lab over for 20 hours, because that's 200 hours of experience that gets to go into making that deck a lot better. 200. Yeah.
So we need those 200 hours into anti-misfortune. Please remove this deck. Yeah. Although I play it, it is too broken. I will agree with that. It is very degenerate. It is not fun to play against.
Yeah, anti-misfortune, please. Just get this deck out of the meta, please. Okay?
Please. All right, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.